Hello, everyone. Home Office is going to go enforcement action, very reversed action, to raid, enforcement, curtailment of visa, cancellation of visa, those who came in work permit, not a genuine with not a genuine sponsor, or the student who are actually not a genuine student. The reason why this presumption is, probably you have seen, I think 2-3 weeks before, the BBC has broadcast a undercover report where they interview one of the skilled worker from, so far I know, is from Sri Lanka. And she said, according to her statement, that she paid around £18,000 to an agency, and agency arranged her work permit. At the airport on the day of flight, she met with a man who she never seen, and was told that her dependent, and that person came into the Heathrow airport as a husband and passed the the security immigration. So basically, the third presumption was, or BBC undercover presumption report was, that the agent basically arranged her work permit at the same time, a dependent from where they take basically a very large amount of money to smuggle for the foreign worker in the UK. Now, this is what the reason. If you look back in 2012, when BBC reported about TOEIC exam, it was a Panera program, undercover program. After that, about nearly 50,000 people was affected. Those who even not commit any fraud, their visa was curtailed, British citizenship was cancelled, ILR was cancelled, and many students was deported, and people was suffering. After they spend 10 years, they get the ILR, and Home Office say, well, you commit a crime or a immigration offense, therefore your ILR was curtailed, citizenship was refused. So from that experience, and from the previous as well, when BBC reported, this actually designed, the current work permit system, the Home Office policy is not sufficient to protect the smuggler, the criminals, and because people taking this advantage. And Home Office basically in some point say, this over, what we need, we cover, now let's go stop it. And then they will start it. Okay, so what they're going to do, in my opinion, they're going to go enforcement action first against the employer. So those employer who basically sell the work permit by way of 15, 20 or 30,000 pounds, the Home Office will curtail all the employer license. People not understand it. The reason is that the people are not getting the advice from the lawyer. They're taking advice from the agent. And because of this, they're paying 20, 30,000 pounds for a work permit. So once the Home Office will cancel the license of the employer, all the employee who are work on a skilled worker visa under that sponsored license, they will be overstayed. Might be Home Office will give you a letter for 60 days. Within these 60 days, you need to leave the UK or switch to another visa. Many students came in the UK. Either they're not going to university or they're looking for something else. For you as well, more likely the university will report to the Home Office, and Home Office will cancel your visa. You'll get a 60 days later. Now, what you can do at this point? Many people have a presumption that, well, Home Office said 60 days, but my BRP is valid, therefore I'm not an overstay, I'm entitled to work, and exercise all my rights under the immigration law. Now, as soon as the Home Office curtail your visa, it doesn't matter you have a BRP card or not. So today, my purpose of this video, what actually you can do in this circumstance. First, this is a warning message, especially for those skilled workers who are being basically not skilled or skilled, but you get your sponsored by any other means, illegal means. For you and those who are planning to do it in near future, please restrain yourself from these types of activities. I have consulted a couple of a candidate. I mean, those who already switch visa. And from my experience, I seen the employer abuse them. They're supposed to work 40 hours. They are working now 30, 70, 80, 90 hours, sometime even. And they can't say no because, you paid a lot of money. And if you say no, employer say, okay, goodbye. And you lost all this money. So your future is there. So those who still want to choose this route to go skilled worker visa by paying a 20,000 or 15,000 pound, please don't do it. Very soon, crackdown will start. All the employer will go. You'll not find them when the company will sponsor license cancel. You will not find even a company. They will move, take the money, and go and live in Dubai. That's what did in during 2009 to 2015. Many colleges. Whitechapel was around 10-15 colleges, and all the people colleges was closed. These people are living in Dubai and somewhere else, make huge amount of money from the pocket of students. So this employer, one day you will not find them as well. Now, my second part of this video, I'll speak what you can do if your visa curtailed by the Home Office or your employer or university. What you need to do? Well, some students, basically what they're doing, they're basically claiming asylum. I'm against it. If you are not in a situation, if you are not entitled to in a claim as a refugee under Refugee Convention Article 1, you shouldn't make this asylum. Because, say for example, many students from Bangladesh, they are claiming that I'm used to do a political party where I will be fear of persecution. Well, this is actually, the Home Office caseworker, Home Office, they know very well the situation of Bangladesh. And when you came here in the UK, you said you gave a statement that, well, I have £10,000, I have so and so, I want to get a good UK degree so that I contribute to my country and return and change the country. Now you are making a different type of statement. So those students who are getting asylum, getting means you claim an asylum and you get a ARC card with a permission to work, and you are thinking, oh, I'm successful. This is not to be the case. You are destroying your future. You know what? I'm sharing this is from my professional experience, and I'm advising for you to understand and to consult with a reputed lawyer. What information you are getting me, go pay £100 or £200, speak to a reputed lawyer that what I said is true or false. Don't go to a gent. They are not qualified. Don't go to someone who claimed to be immigration case worker so and so. Don't go to them. Go to an experienced lawyer, reputed lawyer, right? Go to them and then get advice. So what you can do, don't go to the asylum if you are not qualified. Go to a lawyer who is experienced about human rights law, asylum law. Tell the truth and get an advice. Okay? Asylum is not an option for me if, as I said, if you are not qualified under Article 1 of the Refugee Convention. So what are the options? Yes, you have a couple of options which depend on your circumstance, and it depend on case by case, circumstance by circumstance for each people. We can't give any general advice. They do this, make a claim, human rights claim, make a asylum, or make something different, or make a claim under European Convention or compassionate circumstance, or medical grounds, or grounds where it's not covered any other situation, or on private and family life. What you need to do, you need to tell your story, your background, your fear, your connection, tie with this country, other country. This is the one option. You can consult according to your circumstance. Other option is you can explore to the UK, find a new employer within these 60 days, switch to skilled worker visa. Other option is you can if you have a spouse if you get married in the UK, if you find which is suitable for you, for your life, a genuine substring relationship, if you form and you get married, you can switch to spouse visa. So there are various options to switch if your visa curtail, cancellation, student visa or work permit or skill visa, you can choose switch to any other types of visa, which will be depend on your personal circumstance. So this is a big influence. So speak to a lawyer, do a consultation with a reputed lawyer who know about human rights law, who know about immigration, who know about asylum law, refugee convention, international law, European convention and human rights, the case law, I mean, the decision of the Supreme Court, the decision of the European Court of Justice, as European Court of Human Rights. So who is experienced and familiar with these types of law, have a chat with him, book an appointment, spend some money for the consultation, and then make a decision which is right for you, right for your future, and right for your family.